Right, okay, this is some information on the scheduling module in iTMS. So, scheduling. Okay. There's a couple of kinds of scheduling. One of the kinds of scheduling is what we call job scheduling, where it takes an individual job and one can run a function. So this method here is job scheduling. It schedules one job at a time, and what it does, it looks at the available capacity on a work centre and matches the estimated time for that job and applies it to that work centre to see whether there is capacity to do it, and if there is on a given day it will put it in there. So what I'm doing now is setting the capacity of these work centres. So in a job, so basically in a system, every work centre that it has used in a part needs to have some capacity set. Yeah? So that's now my schedule. So it's saying, well, this process here, there's some other defaults that we're using here where it's, instead of using capacity, it's used a preset lead time of 2 days. So it doesn't care about the capacity, it's just going to put 2 days there. On that one, it's found that we have got available 0.4 of an hour on the 18th of the 9th. So therefore I can start working on it then. Okay, and then it moves on to, so at a job level, job ticket level, so you can see this job, or this order, has multiple job tickets. So at a job ticket level it schedules, and then, but it can schedule these other tickets independently. If these were subparts, then it wouldn't. If they were if the separate tickets were subparts, well then it would most likely schedule them as though they're dependent on the other one. Okay, so those first three ticket numbers are not, they're individual parts. Whereas ticket number 4 down here is a sub part of that one. So in principle, why is it saying I can do it there? Got no idea. Oh, it's going the other way. No, that's right. It's correct. It is correct. Excellent. So it is doing the right thing. Yes, I can't start number 3 before I do number 4. It's a beautiful thing. But I can start all the other things, the other tickets, because they're working independently. Makes sense so far? So, in this window here, what are the options? So we've got some options about how you do the scheduling. You can schedule forward from the first date available. So that can be a default. When I go to do my scheduling, I want to pick up the first possible date and start from there. Or I can use what's called the issue date. And the issue date in this instance is the same date, but the issue date can be a number of things. It can be either a date that you manually put down here, or it's a combination of lead times of these parts to create an issue date. It takes the due date and takes it back based on the lead time. Anyhow, that's what, we'll come to that later. But so you can use 2 of these things. I want to schedule forward from the first available date, I want to schedule forward from the issue date, or I want to schedule it whenever I want to start. Like so. So you can nominate the date when you want to start it. Okay, the other option is you can backward schedule. So you can put in there the finish date. Obviously that just picks up the due date on the job. So you can backward schedule it And it says, well, to be able to achieve that due date, you'll need to start by now. Anyway, well, you're never going to achieve that due date. It's just not possible. You can finish it by then. Alright, so they're the different ways you can schedule. Now the other option is when the previous process is complete, the next process can start on the next day or the same day. So that just means that it would look like this. It groups in. You don't need to wait to the next day to actually start it. It will automatically just do it like so. Alright, now, so you can get it to default to that method or default to that method. They're your two options. However, you can also move the thing around, so you can say, well, if it does default to that method, all down there, then you can click on there and it'll move it to the next day. Other than that, if you want to change this date here, you need to double click in there and say, I want that specific process to start on this specific day, and reschedule, and it moves that specific process out to there. Question? Right. Am I picking this up?
She's having trouble exporting.
Oh, God. Of course she is. Is that it? She got it? No? Or she's still on the line? Yep, put it through to me. I guess I'd